Hi and Assalamualaikum. Our title for this assignment is Tudung Saji Mengkuang. This is our group member Nur Amira Husna binti Muhammad Sufyan, Nur Adila binti Mugim at Mudim, Nur Azmina binti Ismail, Nur Asia binti Aminuddin, and me myself is Nur Anisa binti Ismadi. Introduction. Tudung Saji Mengkuang is hand-wooden inherited from the jungle plant, namely as Mengkuang trees. Mengkuang leaf can be woven into food cover or maps. Tudung Saji Mengkuang was woven into the Malay community in a long time ago. Weaving is an art that affects the life culture of the Malay community. This food cover is a necessary in every home to cover the food served on the dining table. In addition, there are also those who place it on the wall of the living room as a home decoration. Location. Tudung Saji Mengkuang is the heritage of the handcraft of the Malaysia community in the archipelago since hundreds of years ago, or we call it Kepulauan Melayu. Kepulauan Melayu consists of several countries such as Indonesia, Filipina, Singapore, Brunei and Malaysia. Function. The Malaysians use Tudung Saji Mengkuang to cover dishes from flies and exposed to dust. In addition, Tudung Saji Mengkuang is an economic resource for the people in rural area through the cottage industry. Moreover, there are also Malaysians who make Tudung Saji Mengkuang of various sizes and colors as a decoration in their homes because their uniqueness makes the home more attractive. Size. The height of Tudung Saji Mengkuang is 42 cm, circumference 225 cm, and diameter 72 cm.
Hi, my name is Nur Adila binti Mugim. I want to elaborate the geometrical shape for the Tudung Saji Mengkuang. First, for the two-dimensional shape are isosceles triangle and circle. For the three-dimensional shape is cone. The concept of geometric shape apply to the Tudung Saji Mengkuang like as a cone. From cone, we get the right triangle, means from the center of the base to the apex of the Tudung Saji Mengkuang. A right triangle, we can conclude this is a isosceles triangle. What is isosceles triangle? Tudung Saji Mengkuang is the union of three line segments that determined by three non-collinear points. This object can classify it congruent by sides. That is, isosceles triangle has two sides congruent. From the two sides congruent has two right angle and produce right triangle. In geometry, an isosceles triangle that has two sides of equal length. Example of isosceles triangle is the face of pyramid or cone. It has two sides are called the length, and the third side is called the base of triangle. The other dimension of triangle, such as its height, area and perimeter, can be calculated by simple formula from the length of the leg and base. Every isosceles triangle has an axis of symmetry along the perpendicular bisector of its base. For the angle, two angles opposite the length of congruent. Sum of interior triangle is always 180 degree. For define the angle of B must be through the process of subtraction. For the define the value of altitude, we must use the formula of theorem Pythagoras, so we can get the value of altitude. Next, from the triangle, we can define the perimeter of triangle. Sum of three sides of triangle such as line AB, BC and CA. The length of all line can define from the Tudung Saji Mengkuang. So, from the process addition, we can get the answer. Last but not least, from the isosceles triangle, we can define area. For the area, we can use two formula, which mean area of triangle and area of right triangle. For the area triangle, we must use the formula A equal 1/2 BH, B as a base and H as a altitude. We can define the value of altitude from the theorem integral. So substitute the value in the formula and get the answer. For the right triangle, use the formula A equal 1 over 2 AB. A is a altitude, B as a half length of the base. Substitute the value in formula and get the answer. We can conclude that the area of right triangle is half from the area of isosceles triangle.
One of the 2D shape of Tudung Saji Mengkuang is circle, which is the base. A circle is a round-shaped figure that has no corners or edges. The distance within center point in a circle to all the distance on the circle are equal. This distance is called the radius of the circle. Circumference of a circle or the perimeter of circle is the measurement of the circle boundary. The formula used to calculate the circumference is 2 pi r. The radius of Tudung Saji Mengkuang measured is 36 cm. So, the circumference of Tudung Saji base, which is circle, is 226.19 cm. What is the area of a circle? Area of a circle is the region occupied by the circle in two-dimensional plane. The formula used to measure the area of circle is pi r square. The radius of Tudung Saji Mengkuang is 36 cm. By using the formula, the area of base Tudung Saji Mengkuang is 4071.50 cm square.
After define the value of perimeter and area from two-dimensional shape Tudung Saji Mengkuang, we can get the total value means from isosceles triangle and circle. For the total perimeter, we go through the process of addition. Perimeter of triangle plus width conference of circle. While for total area, just add the area of triangle and plus width area of the circle.
The only 3D shape of Tudung Saji Mengkuang is a cone. A cone is a three-dimensional solid geometric figure that having a circular base and a pointed edge at the top called the apex. A cone has one face and a vertex. There are no edges for a cone. Tudung Saji Mengkuang is a type of right circular cone. A cone which has a circular base and the axis from the vertex of the cone passes through the center of the circular base. The word right is used here because the axis forms a right angle with the base of the cone is perpendicular to the base. The lateral surface area of a cone is the amount of region occupied by the surface area. There are two formulas to calculate the lateral area L. The first one is pi RH. The second one is 1 over 2 HC, where R is the base radius, H is the slant height, and the C is the circumference. The slant height of Tudung Saji Mengkuang measured is 42 cm, and the radius got from Tudung Saji Mengkuang is 36 cm, while the circumference measured from the circle is 226.19 cm. The amount of region occupied by the Tudung Saji Mengkuang, which is the lateral area, is 4750 cm square. The surface area of a cone is equal to the curved surface area plus the area of the base. The formula used is A equal to B plus L, which is B is the base area and L is the lateral area. To measure the total area of a cone, we have to total up the base area and the lateral area. For the base area, we take the measurement of the circle area, which is 4071.50 cm square, and the lateral area, which is 4750. So, the total amount get is 8821.50 cm square, which is the total area of a cone. The volume of a three-dimensional solid is the amount of space it occupies. To get the space occupies of Tudung Saji Mengkuang is, we use the formula of V equal to BH. B is the base area and H is the slant height. The base area is 4071.50 cm square multiplied with the 21.63 cm of slant height. We got the total volume of the cone is 29355 cm cube, which is the amount of space occupied of Tudung Saji Mengkuang.
Hello everyone, my name is Nur Azmina binti Ismail. So I will continue to explain about the relation of the motifs and the pattern exists on the object with the concept of transformation. What is the motifs? Motif is an element of an image. A motif can be repeated and arranged in many different ways in order to create different types of pattern. A motif, pattern, or design depicting abstract, non-representational shapes such as lines, circle, ellipse, triangles, rectangles, and polygons. So, from the Tudung Saji here, our motif is a rhombus. Rhombus is the shape from the triangle that has been combined to each other. The triangle should go through the transformation process to make the complete rhombus. So first, for the motif, we need going through the reflection process to make the rhombus from the triangle. A reflection is a transformation representing a flip of a figure. When reflecting a figure in a line or in a point, the image is congruent to the pre-image. A reflection maps every point of a figure to an image across a fixed line. The fixed line is called the line of reflection. So, the picture here shows three types of reflection. First, a reflection of an object over the x-axis. Second, a reflection of an object over the line y equal to x. And last, a reflection of an object over the y-axis. So, from the reflection process here, the image of rhombus will complete by the triangle. Next, for the patterns that we got from Tudung Saji, it is the repeated pattern from the motifs. A geometric pattern is a kind of pattern formed of geometric shapes and typically repeated like a wallpaper design. The rhombus should go through the transformation process to make the complete patterns. There are two processes involved, which is enlargement and translation. So, an enlargement is a transformation where an object maps to an image of the same shape but different size. The object and the image are said to be similar, while the translation is a term used in geometry to describe a function that moves an object a certain distance. The object is not altered in any other way. It is not rotated, reflected, or resized. So, the picture here shows the enlargement and translation process in completing the pattern in Tudung Saji.
And here we come, the final part of the presentation, which is summary and conclusion. Based on the task given, we have summarized that we found out the Tudung Saji is made up of a Mengkuang tree. And here's the best thing ever. The Tudung Saji Mengkuang is handmade thing and using a waving method. What we got from this task? From this task, we can conclude that we know the origin of the Tudung Saji that we ever never know, although we use the Tudung Saji since our childhood. Other than that, we also know the benefit of geometry. The geometry helps designer to design something or any innovations, and it also helps to decide which material are suitable for the geometry and for its function. And there is a lot of application of geometry. The geometry is not only in mathematical fields, but it gives us a lot of application in our daily life and in designing. Last but not least, this thing couldn't be done with the tremendous teamwork from all of the group members. That's all from us. Thank you.